Welcome to Epic Build.
Community Ed, and I've got Maritza here and my coworker Kelly back here from ComEd, and Deanne is out. She had back surgery. I think she's out till the mid to end of November, so this is probably one of the first gold cards we've been to that she's not here to welcome. So thank you so much for coming. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Maher, and then Mike, I was going to say John. Mike with Lowell, and he'll go, we'll spend about 10 minutes, 15 minutes in here, and then we'll be out with the kids, seeing their projects. So, thank you.
Also known as Fred's dad. Yeah.
You better say something about
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, I guess. Good afternoon. Trying to get my days correct. Walking in, I thought, what a beautiful day, and then I reminded myself that it's November. So it probably will snow soon. What a beautiful day. I want to start with just a couple of thank yous. Number one, thank you for your role in the community vote on September 18th. We received on that bond issue an 85.46% yes vote. Unheard of. Just unprecedented. That's just part of the community that you've helped establish and that we're lucky enough to live in. So thank you for that. Number two, thanks for your continued involvement in the school district. Coming to events like this really is helpful and really speaks to that community support that we saw in September. So we really appreciate your continued involvement in the community in general and in the school system specifically. And then I hope you have a chance to stick around for the epic build that you get to see later this afternoon as we walk down the hall and see that. It's really something unique. If you can be unique in 3 buildings, can you be unique in 3 buildings? Unique's one of a kind, right? Try unique, triple unique that we have here at Lowell with the computer science immersion curriculum that we have and the opportunities that those kids get. Hopefully you'll have your eyes open as I do every time I see what they're doing. So again, just thank you for your continued involvement. Thanks for your contribution September 18th and that vote. You'll serve this district for a good long time. And thanks in general for your support of the school district. So do I turn it over to
You know what, I'm going to pop in real quick too. I forgot to introduce Carly, and I am so sorry, Carly. It's okay. This is Carly. She's she's in community relations. She's back here running the camera. So she is the new community relations. She's working with Ben. You guys usually see Ben Schumacher, whose mom is here. And then the other thing I just want to mention is Carly came up with this amazing kind of a newsletter just for Gold Card. So there's some upcoming classes on the side here that I just counted nice and neatly for you. And then yesterday I just mailed out the holiday turkey dinner gold card event. So if you didn't get that today, you'll probably get it this week yet. So that's coming up to December 10th, and it's at IPC in the boardroom. So that's all I got. Now we can turn it over
to
Mike. Yes, to Mike. Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much, Dr. Maher.
All right, very good. So, as everybody's kind of alluded to, as everybody has alluded to, everybody's here today to take in our epic build, and as we're speaking, there's probably, hopefully, plenty of parents and family members. There's community members, business members coming into our school right now. Instead of coming down into the art room, they're going into the gym, which is where we will head in about 10 minutes. And so I was asked today to give a little bit of background information on a couple of things. Number one, what is it that actually takes place here at Lowell? What is the computer immersion at Lowell? And maybe a little bit about what it looks like, even though more importantly, you're going to see firsthand today if you're able to stick around. You're going to be able to see what it looks like firsthand, so I don't need to spend a whole lot of time on that. But one of the first things I wanted to share with you is we are really working hard at Lowell to bring things back to a mission statement. And so I wanted to share those with you because my hope is that when you're here today, these things will be evident to you as a community member, and you'll know that we are doing our best to make these things happen here at Lowell. So at Lowell, on the left side of my screen here, what really drives us is the belief that all of our students, all of our staff, everybody tied to Lowell, it encompasses the word all, is that all will learn and achieve beyond what they believe is possible. And so that is what is driving us here at Lowell. On the other side, when we work with the computer immersion program and why the district brought it into our schools, we kind of combine these things. And so we're providing a rigorous, effective, engaging curriculum and instruction for all of our students with an emphasis on growth and a drive to reduce an achievement gap. And so today, when you are in our building, it is our hope that when we show something like this off, that those things stand out to you. So I wanted to share those with you while we started. I am going to kind of abbreviate through here, but again, due to time, but again, some of the highlighted words up here, you know, why computer science? We're differentiating what we're bringing to our kids. We want engaging pathways, equitable access, effective programs. We're looking at readiness and preparedness for college, readiness and preparedness for future endeavors of our kids here at Lowell. Things that will bring them success in the future. Our job is, again, we want them to believe that they can achieve anything beyond what they currently believe is possible, and that's what's driving what we're doing here. Ultimately, we want the kids at Lowell to want to come to school here every day, and we believe that computer immersion could be part of that. We want we want schools that our parents want their kids to come and be a part of every day. And we again believe that the computer immersion is part of that puzzle that makes the desire to be here. So we want students who want to be here, and we want parents. So hopefully today, I know one of my favorite things last year involved with the immersion, if you're unfamiliar, this is our second year, but not only taking in you're not an involved parent or family member, you're that community member. One of the best things for me last year was just to watch the parents interact with the kids and to see not only the pride on the kids' face, but the pride on the parents' face as well. And I think both of those things, hopefully, again, will stand out to you this afternoon. The kids are proud of what they've done. They want to be here. They want to show it off. And the parents are proud of what their kids have done. And they want to kind of soak it all in, too. So hopefully those things stand out to you today as well. So a little bit about what you'll see today at Lowell. Again, this is our second year in the computer immersion involvement, and so I just kind of laid this out here. Some programs. That's what are the kids going to be using. This first cycle uses two programs, Scratch and Scratch Junior, and they are both, just to put it as simply as I can, they are both online, internet-based block coding systems. So not a whole lot of typing, but a lot of dragging like puzzle pieces, and that's the code. And that's how we start. The devices that you'll see used today in our kindergarten and first grade classrooms, you will see one-to-one iPad use, and in second, third, fourth, and fifth grade, you'll see one-to-one Chromebook use. So it'll look a little different depending on where we're at in the building. And I did go ahead and put like the project titles up there. Kindergartners, they start with as simply as putting their name on the screen and coding the different letters in their names to do different things. So if you happen today to go into a kindergarten classroom, they are working individually on an iPad. They're conferring with their friends. Their job was to do something to them, something magical with their name. Working all the way to fifth grade, our fifth grade team has really worked hard on not only taking the coding piece, but now that this is those students' second year in the program, trying to figure out how can we get that into some other curriculum ideas as well. And so in fifth grade today, if you make it to a fifth grade classroom, the title of their project is a story game, but those teachers really worked hard to integrate it with science. And so most of the fifth grade projects, for example, you'll see a little bit of integrating with not only the Code to the Future project, but you'll see hopefully some of that content area stuff, material come through as well. And I believe they all are science ecosystem related. It's what the 5th grade really worked on. So that's a little bit, we could talk a lot about what you'll see, but with time, I just want you, hopefully you just see it today. Who are you going to see when you're out and about at Lowell today? Really, I highlight the people who are driving this right now. We have 19 classrooms at Lowell. We have 4 kindergarten classrooms, 3 of everything else. So 3 first, second, third, fourth, and 5th grade. We have 19 classrooms. Approximately 430 students right now are involved with the computer immersion. And again, that's in our kindergarten 2 or 5th grade classrooms. We are blessed to have Kara Sandquist. You'll meet Kara in about 5 minutes. Kara comes to us with the Code to the Future organization. They are the ones who are helping us with the curriculum. They provide Kara. Kara provides our staff with critical professional development. She is also present in our building for 1 full day each week. Thursday is our day to have Kara, which tells us why we're doing our epic build on a Thursday. So Kara is here, and Kara will be in every classroom, if not once every week, every other week. And she has a set schedule when she is here. She is working hands-on with our teachers. In some cases, she's working hands-on with our students, and very, very critical component to the success of this at our building. Our building principal is Diane Kennedy. Mrs. Kennedy happens to be on her way to a conference today, and so she is out of the building. You will meet Michael Thornton when we get to the gym. He is our current administrator intern, and myself, the K-5 instructional coach. That is me, Mike Grower. With the coding piece, I'm kind of like, on Thursdays, I really enjoy following Kara and learning what's going on with the coding and how can I help. That's really, I just walk into the room and with coding and say, how can I help? And a lot of the times the kids really take over, and it's kind of a blessing for us. So those are a little bit about who you're going to see today. But more importantly, I could tell you what we really are trying to work on, but I want you to try to see it for yourself. So I just thought of some random questions here. If you go into any classroom today, do you see students who are showing problem-solving skills? That's our hope, right? Do you see students who have demonstrated critical thinking skills? That's our hope. Do you see students who have, you can probably assume they've been very resilient in this process, in their creativity. Everything that they're putting in front of you, they've created. And you can determine for yourself, I imagine that little guy had to be pretty resilient in this process. Hopefully you see that today. But then again, we go back to that. Do you see teachers and do you see students who are engaged and having fun in the process of computer immersion? That is our hope. It's not, we can say that all of that will be present. I really truly hope that you see that today. And because that will go back to our original thought is, do you see that mission that I stated to you at the very beginning? Do you see kids who think that they can accomplish things that they didn't think they could accomplish? Maybe they're about a 7-week cycle. 7 weeks ago, do you see kids that couldn't accomplish this? Do you see that we're providing curriculum and instruction for these kids that they're really taking ownership of? So that is our goal. What happens next is we will go to the gym, and Coach Kara has some 5th grade students, and the 5th grade students really lead about a 10-minute program, and they're going to tell you more about the immersion program and more about what they do in the classroom. So you will meet Coach Kara. She probably won't talk a whole lot. You will meet Mr. Thornton, our intern, but the people who are driving it now are the kids, and so the rest of the afternoon will be driven by the kids. You'll hear it when we get to the gym, but we break up our afternoon into 2 parts. The first half hour, 1:30 to 2, we really focus on our K1 and 2 classrooms. And so if you're unfamiliar with Lowell, that's kind of our main level. And the second half hour, we move upstairs to our 3, 4, and 5 classrooms. And so right now, while we do this, K1 and 2 are getting anxious and they're getting excited to show off what they're doing. And pretty soon then 3, 4, and 5 will do the same thing. And so I encourage you, just try to find the evidence that of what we've got going on here. Problem-solving skills, critical thinking is going on. We're having fun. We're engaged with what we're doing. And again, it's just really something just to sit back, remove yourself, and just watch faces. We're kind of people watching today, and it really is an amazing thing. So with that said, I guess take whatever you need to take with you, and we will move back up those 3 steps and into the gym, and we'll get that program started. So again, thank you very much for being here, and if you need any help with tour guides or anything, we have staff all throughout the hallways, and we'll get you wherever you need to go. So thank you very much.
I'm working on a maze. Well, first you have to put the code in. Well, actually, first you have to put the maze wall in, and the lines, you have to control it by coding it. So when you control the background, I mean, like when the sprite touches it, the wall teleports it back to the beginning where it started. Started.
Do you like coding?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite part about it?
I like doing the walls because it's like it's like art coming out of your mind, but you can make something you want to make the sprite go with it.